Shit.
12 seconds later.
What is up, guys? It is Joe here from JoeTalksWrestling, and today I'm bringing you my second video of the day, and it's going to be my Monday Night Raw review. So, without further ado, let's get right into it, and I'm going to try and get this done in 5 minutes. So guys, Raw started out really well this week, and instead of it being the wrestlers coming out after promos, it was a bit different. You had Dean Ambrose come out with a chair straight away as soon as the show started, calling out the Miz. But instead of the Miz, Seth Rollins came out, and basically Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose had this great promo together, where basically Seth was like, "Oh well, the Shield stuff happened 3 years ago. I'm sorry, all right." Like it felt like he was actually putting proper emotion into it. And then Dean was like, "No, I'm not going to forgive you," and then all of this stuff. So Seth just, literally, he said to Dean, "Alright then, hit me in the back with a chair." And Dean was like, "No, I don't want to do that." Then all of a sudden, the Miz and the Miztourage came out. They all circled around the ring, they all went around the ring, similar to how the Shield used to attack people. And basically, they all grabbed a steel chair each. They went in. Dean Ambrose came straight out attacking the Miz on the ringside. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel in the ring attacking Seth Rollins. They just got pummeled by chairs basically. Then Ambrose got just taken out on the outside by Miz with the chairs, and then Miz came back in the ring, hit the skull crushing finale on Seth Rollins. That was that segment done. This then set up a 2-on-3 handicap match for next week. Okay, next up it was Bayley versus Alexa Bliss, and this was just a straightforward match. It's because Bayley got the match because she beat Alexa last week by pinning her. Basically, in this match, it was just a basic match, but Nia Jax came out to help Alexa, so Sasha came out to help Bayley, and Bayley ended up walking away with a victory, setting up a match between Sasha and Bayley next week on Raw for the #1 contendership for the Raw Women's Cruiserweight actions coming up next. And basically, it was Brian Kendrick and Drew Gulak versus Jack Gallagher and Mustafa Ali. Not a lot to say about this match. Mustafa Ali and Jack ended up walking away with a victory. Okay, so next up, Enzo Amore came out and basically cut a promo about Big Cass. Then Big Cass came out and was like, "Yeah, Enzo, I want to fight you." So Enzo was like, "Hell no." Enzo popped into the crowd and he was like, "But I do have someone you can fight." Big Show came out. Big Show and Cass ended up just having this amazing brawl outside on the ring, and it ended up in the end with Big Cass just knocking Big Show down in the ring, and then Enzo running in and just eating the big boot from Big Cass. So after that segment with them three, it was Finn Balor versus Elias Samson, and this was a pretty good match up until Elias Samson smashed Finn Balor over the head with a guitar. This busted Finn Balor wide open. He had a massive slit in the side of his head where the rim of the guitar had hit him. Then for some reason Bray Wyatt sort of cut one of them creepy, promos that Bray Wyatt does on the big Titantron about Finn Balor. So that was that. After this, Daivari and Akira Tozawa had a match with Titus O'Neil in the corner. This was an alright cruiserweight match, but Titus O'Neil stopped the match, and Akira Tozawa was really angry at this afterwards. So that was basically that. After this, it was the segment where Kurt Angle revealed that Jason Jordan was his son, illegitimate son. And yeah, I don't really need to explain that. You've all probably already seen it already. I've got a video of my reaction to it, so just go and watch that, and we'll get straight onto the next thing. So after hearing that news, which they've been waiting for weeks and weeks, the crowd were treated to a match between Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy and the Revival. So the Hardy Boys versus the Revival. This was a pretty good match, and yeah, it basically ended with the Revival picking up the victory by holding Jeff's tights. I don't really know what was going on with that, but yep. Revival won by holding the tights. And finally, finishing off this week's Raw, we had a pretty good match between Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe for the #1 contendership to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Now, I'm pretty sure this ended on a no contest, but I don't even recall the referee bringing the bell at any point in this, because Braun Strowman came out. Roman attacked Braun as Braun came out. Then when then Joe attacked Braun, and it was just a big mess basically. But I guess what Corey Graves says, you're the enemy of your enemy is my friend, or something like that. So basically Braun was just being teamed up on, I guess, by Roman and Samoa Joe, and then it basically Raw ended with Braun Strowman just destroying both Roman and Joe by leaving them in the middle of the ring. So I managed to do it. That was this week's Raw in 5 minutes. Tell me if you really do like me just doing these, so you don't have to watch the 3-hour show. I'm literally just picking out the best bits and putting them into maybe 5, 6, whatever minute videos to make it really short for you guys to watch. If you did enjoy this, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.